Twork, I got a message for you. Here's what they think about you.
Okay, like like niggas just walking in the desert for like 40 days? Like, no, look at this sucker ass shit. This dude is like, y'all niggas are wicked. Listen to this sucker shit. No. What's wicked is believing in this weirdo shit. No. Look, you got to understand.
That's Brother Polight.
The Bible itself is based on knowledge being forbidden. It's a Stephen King book. That's literally what it is. So the Bible pretty much tells these niggas it's actually evil to be smart. Yo, we need the pages out of the book, because the more you read, the more likely something bad is going to happen. She literally said, it's just, no, we have to take it out, because it's you just don't know what to do with that much knowledge. Because remember what knowledge was in the Garden of Eden. I'm like, yo, hold the fuck up. Now we are afraid of knowledge. This is getting ridiculous. But check this. But where was it though? Even going back to the Garden of Eden, right? So God created this garden, this magical garden, and one of the trees had all the knowledge. So that tree was like Google, like it was like a Google tree, It was a Google tree. There was God, and God said, "Yo, we don't want you accessing the internet not for another 2,000 years." It was a Google tree. All right, but God created all this shit in the world, but He didn't create no security cameras, right? So the devil just snuck in the Garden of Eden. Like, we don't know how he got in there. Was the gate open? Did he hit the locks in the back gate? Or how did he even get in the Garden of Eden? All right, but for the most part, why would you even, all right, so Adam and Eve was technically like cavemen, right? Like, they wasn't fully smart all the way, like fully functional humans. So you told...
He's stupid. He don't know nothing he talking about. They don't understand when he say the tree of knowledge and good and evil, the knowledge of good and evil, knowledge of good and evil. Do not touch, eat of it. For the day you touch it and eat of it, you will die. It was the tree of knowledge, the knowledge of good and evil. He said they didn't have no knowledge. They had fully knowledge, superior knowledge. How you think they was able to obey? If God given them a commandment, they have the knowledge to understand, to obey it. To obey it. Not only that, when you read the Bible even deeper, the Bible clearly say that Adam named every animal on the face of the earth. Every animal. And by the name he gave it was the animal's abilities. That's how powerful and smart that man was. So smart that when God created Eve, Adam was the one that named Eve. Adam was the one that named her according to her species. The Bible says when Adam saw Eve, he said, this is bone of my bones. Here's wisdom. This is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She will be called a woman. I'm a man, she a woman. I'm cut and I'm wounded. She will be called a woman. From my womb and my very person of who I am. That's how smart he was. You would have never came up with that name from her. Then he also gone and called her another name. He named her according to her species. Then he named her according to their relationship. She would be called a woman. That's her species. She would be called Eve. That's how I know her personally. The tree of knowledge and good and evil was not that they didn't have knowledge. They didn't have the experience of the evil. They didn't have the experience of the evil. What do I mean by that? I never did cocaine or heroin in my life. So I know what it is. So I have the knowledge of what it does. But I don't have the experience and effect of it if I'm actually involved in it. That's why when they were naked in the garden, that was the knowledge. When they ate of the tree, their eyes became open to what was already there that they saw, and now it had became sin to them. What they didn't have the knowledge of through the experience, it became sin to them. to them, that it became harmful to them themselves. When they saw that they were naked, they covered themselves and they were ashamed and ran and hid from one another. When before they was comfortable with one another. See, that which was good to them became evil to them. That which was good to them became evil to them and caused them to live a different way than what they normally did, because now they had the experience of it. So what was common and natural to them have now became evil to them. Right. But what I wanted you to know this, Twork, was this. Notice Brother Polight said this some sucker stuff. This that sucker stuff. And he laughing with Daylyt, and Daylyt calling you a girl. It started out with Daylyt and this thing calling you a girl. Like, yeah, when she was on here and they mocking how foolish you was and how stupid you is. And but when he was on there with you, he was acting like he was trying to understand you. He had this love for you. He had this respect for you. Yeah, little brother. Then he get Daylyt on there, who is a closer friend to him than you. And Daylyt mocking you, ridiculing you, calling you a female. And then here he is disrespecting, mocking your God, hating Jesus, shaming your own mother. Well, I'm telling you, man. Don't ever think you okay and you comfortable in the company of people who hate and despise the very God that made and created you. You will look that as a joke. And they ridiculing you. And he laughing with them as they do that to you. He's an opportunist. He's a fake con artist who looking for other ways to get money and get position in other places that y'all let him in. He is an enemy to the cross. He's an enemy to the cross. He hate your Lord. He hate your master. He hate your savior. He think you stupid. He think your mama stupid. He think y'all retarded. And he ridicule, blaspheme, and mock God and disrespect y'all at the same time, trying to shake your hand like, hey, how you doing, brother? Like he got good intentions for you. These are wicked, evil, and corrupted men. All through this interview, they disrespecting you, laughing against you, mocking you, and despising the very God who died for you. Stop thinking these dudes cool with you. Stop thinking that they got love for you. Stop thinking that they really, really want to see good things happen to you. How? Trying to turn you away from the very God you claiming. How? Wisen up, little bro. Wisen up. Get your mind right. Get in the game. Understand what's going on. You have power and influence to make a difference and change things. You have the power to make a difference and change things. Just like you got on there and you talking about Christ and they try to, and Brother Polight trying to shame you. He trying to use your influence, your fan base to shame you to draw them to him. Like, oh, he schooled Twork. Oh, he was telling Twork. Oh, Twork, he bodied Twork. He did. You got that same influence to cut on your camera just like me and say, look, I don't care what that nigga believe. I don't care what he say. I know what Jesus did for me, and I know what he doing for my mama. I'm not going to let him or no other person try to tell me what I believe is wrong that I know to be true. They don't know Christ, so they can't speak of the things of Christ. That's why they don't know nothing they talk about. They don't know the experience. They don't hear his voice. They don't get dreams and revelations. They don't know that part. That's what you should be doing. That's the same thing I was saying about the 4 horsemen now. Stop being cowards. Stop being afraid. You are in spiritual warfare. Stand up, open your mouth and say something. Jesus said, if you scared to announce me before men, and I deny you before my Father and the host of the heavenly angels. Stop letting them have victory over y'all. Stand up, speak up. Let the people know you ain't ashamed to speak of what you believe. Give life, give hope, make a difference. They disrespecting you all over the internet, bro. Peep game and recognize it. It's battle truth. It ain't my judgment. That's a question. It's yours.